this real quick. Let's
Okay.
say April 29th, BKFC main event. Platinum Mike Perry, I'm being told, is a super fight against, I don't know yet.
What? How can you
But
do
this is what they told me. It's a super fight. Platinum Perry main event. BKFC, bare knuckle boxing, April 29th. I wanted to plug that. Also, I'm training, and we are training together. Me and Jacare Souza. Big, he's got big fight coming up with against Vitor Belfort. And, so we're training together, and you were just talking about that. Shout out to Pettis. I like Pettis. He was all-time, and as well as Roy Jones Jr. I knew that they were looking for an opponent for Roy Jones. I was kind of in that conversation well. But I think, the ex-UFC champion, Anthony Pettis, that's pretty big. Gamebred 4, wow, it's going to be pretty cool. So now that I plugged those.
Wait, can I just ask you?
People.
Were you in talks to be on that card too? Because he mentioned you and you just mentioned yourself too. Like, were you in talks, or is it? No. Okay.
No.
Okay. All right.
I had no idea that that's who and what it was going to be for. Looks like they got some big money guys on there though. And I just knew that, we were looking for some opponents, for some super fights, or for some whatever you want to call it, opposition for me to go up against, considering, the win streak and the, level I've been fighting at and my success as of late. So, to fight a legend, that's what we're looking to do. Establishing myself more and more as a legend. And to what we were, what I wanted to get off my chest is,
let's go.
People saying this, I'm chasing this fight, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and well, yeah, I guess I am chasing a bag. Why wouldn't you fucking chase a bag? But also, I'm also being asked about this shit. I'm being asked, and I'm responding. So, these people that don't have platforms, no one's going to call them and ask them to do an interview about their opinion on the fucking subject. They asking me, and you guys want to type and tweet or say whatever you want to say because you're their fanboys, or you're against me. I don't know why. Or people saying I'm in no way, shape, or form a boxer. Listen, this people saying that have never punched. They wouldn't know a boxer if I walked up to them and punched them in the face. So, I box every week. I fight tough people. Right now, my speech is a little slurred because of the tough guy who punched me yesterday, had me biting my tongue. So, and they want to talk about, they will. I brought that up because they'll talk about my speech, the way I'm talking, or if I'm slurring. Oh, CTE is catching up. Well, you know what ain't catching up to you? Any money. No money is chasing after you. It's coming towards me.
Wait, so who's talking shit? Who's talking shit? Where are you seeing this?
Bunch of nobodies.
What are they saying? They're trying to go after the Jake Paul fight?
Instagram comments.
Why do you read this? Why do you read this nonsense? I mean,
I like, some are good. I like to see, shout out to my fans and the supporters, man, because I like to prove my fans and supporters and believers right. I like to prove them right. And at the same time, I get to also prove the haters wrong. So, but, I think I'm going to Saudi Arabia.
So what
I think I'm going.
What's going on here? Can we talk about this for a second? In early January, you tweeted a photo of a contract and you wrote WYA Jake Paul, which I believe stands for Where You At Jake Paul. So what was that contract for? Was it always to be the backup, or at one point were you actually signed, at least from your perspective, to fight him, no backup, legit fight?
Well, back when he said he had 3 opponents to make an offer to.
Yeah.
I was the first one to, throw one back, I believe. And I don't know who the other guy was. I don't know.
Okay.
But I knew it was between really me and Tommy Fury. Of course, Tommy's super famous. He's a Fury. He's got pro boxing record, and amateur boxing record, but we know what that means. There's a lot of stacked fights, or journeyman type guys, or you call me whatever you want, but you know I'm a winning type of journeyman too. Sometimes it is what it is. There's journeymen who are 10-80, and they've been knocked out like twice, right? Maybe they're actually pretty tough, and they're a good challenge for some guys coming up, but those guys go to lose. I may have my record's a little out of place, but I don't go to lose. I go and I try to win. I don't care who I'm up against. And I have a passion for the sport. I actually saw something today where it was a video of Jake Paul being asked about if he stayed in the YouTube game, would he be better than this other person who is in it? And he's like, no, he wouldn't have been, because the guy had this love and passion for it, and you can't beat someone who loves it more than you do. And considering the fights that I've had, he's 5-0 now or 6-0, I don't know. But as a pro boxer, don't know if he had an amateur record. I have amateur fights, boxing and MMA. I have, professional experience, over 20 professional mixed martial arts fights. 15 of them were in the UFC. And I am just now reaching my prime at 31 years old. There were so many lessons I learned in my 20s doing this for a career that, you don't know when you're a kid what you're doing and what you're up against, and you let things control your mind. But to really take control of yourself, I feel like I have done so in my 30s, and I'm just reaching my highest level and abilities. So I think the possibilities are endless. Just give me an opportunity to prove myself. That's really all I'm looking for. And whoever it's against, I want an opportunity to step foot in a boxing ring with I've always wanted a pair of Grants, and I've always wanted to dance around on Showtime, or, and I get to do it in bare knuckle boxing too. Don't get me wrong. I love that shit because it's so real. And I'm just so tough in it, and I'm just tougher than everybody, and I love it more than they do. And I'm the most passionate one about it. And someone told me today, I got the biggest heart in this game. And I believe that shit.
I love it. I love the passion. I love to see the fire. And so now I'm curious about this. You're the backup fighter for this February 26th fight between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. That's correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had a press conference today in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if you saw this. Tommy Fury wasn't there. And it seems like this is starting to become a trend. I mean, they've booked this fight already twice before. This is the third time. There have been instances where one guy's not there. Did you know about this? And do you feel like this is a real thing that you'll be fighting Jake Paul on February 26th?
I do feel like it is a real thing, that it could be me. I also feel like it could be, Tommy's way of, I heard some rumors about gangs and mafia or whatever, and problems with countries entering, moving about, visas, this and that, politics. And, if it was me, obviously I do have better things to do, kind of, but Tommy could be doing this as mental warfare, like, he's not there yet, he's not doing these things yet. Jake thinks he's not going to be there, and then he's there on fight night. And Jake's like, oh, shit, he's here. A Fury is here to fight me in boxing. But maybe not. And maybe it is going to be me, and I have been training as if it's going to be me, or I have been training as if I believe I'm going to Saudi Arabia regardless.
Wow.
You know what? If I would have been there already, I would have been talking shit at the press conference. You see how hyped up I am.
Man.
So I would have been,
you would thrive in that.
Talking shit.
How do you think you would do with Jake? I mean, he's a pretty good shit talker, right? He's very smart. He's witty. He's got the videos. He's got, he's young. How do you think you would do in a game of verbal warfare?
I'll roast his ass. cook him on the skillet. Well, I'll roast his ass up. I got some jokes.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. So do you know when you're going to Saudi Arabia? A bit of a time difference, right? You'd have to get there. What is it? It's February 8th, 26th. It's in 18 days. Like, I feel like you would have to know pretty soon when you're going, right?
Well, I mean, I told my team, like, you know, give me 5 days.
That's it.
That's what I said. Cause yeah, you know, just to get over jet lag, I'll take like 2 days. I'm up late at night anyways. They're 8 hours ahead. I've done the math.
Sure.
You know, I can be awake when I can wake up and fight you, and I could, you know, be up at 3 o'clock in the morning playing video games, and I can fight you. I could go do a workout at either time. So I just, you know, I would wonder how the flight would be, you know, when I get to lay down, or are they gonna put me in a box seat?
You don't have first class in that contract? Come on, Malky. What's going on?
I don't care. I never know.
You
I don't
should.
know the details, because the only thing I got the love and the passion for is to put these paws in your face.
Do you get paid if the fight doesn't happen?
I don't know. I tweeted a while back. You guys don't care about my Twitter, but I do have a couple 100,000 followers.
I care about your Twitter. I was just referencing a tweet that you had up there.
I know. I always post, you know, a lot more shit too, so it's hard to probably keep up with.
Sure.
I'll be thinking about Gervonta Davis. I need to delete more shit after I post it. But anyways, I had said something about, you know, because I'd spoken with my manager. You know, I thought that we threw the offer in their face when I released the contract, because we wanted to start something, do something, get some buzz going, I guess, you know, and that maybe could have cost me the amount of money I would have made, which is a nice check for just sitting in. But so I don't know if it's happening. They chose to still, when they announced the fight, still say that I'm the backup, because they know that give me a call.
Yeah.
I'll be